From top to bottom, the West Catholic Athletic League is historically one of the best in the state when it comes to high school boys basketball. This year is no exception. CreaTV Sports is courtside at Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium in San Jose as the defending league champs, the St. Francis Lancers, take on the defending CCS Division I champs, the Bellarmine Bells. Kirsten Fairchild, Darren Arbet, welcome. St. Francis brings a 9-0 league record over from Mountain View, ranked number 8 in the state. The Lancers are chock full of playmakers, including 6'9" Peter Hewitt.
Really like him. He's going to UC Davis. He's tall. He's going to control the boards. But the thing I like about him, Kirsten, he can really shoot the basketball.
Bellarmine is fresh off a 1-point overtime win over Mitty earlier in the week. Point guard Jake Wojcik had 24, including the game-winning free throws with just 5 seconds left. That was a huge win for the Bells.
He's been playing great. He's a sophomore. He's young, 6'2". He can shoot the ball. He can take it to the hole, and he plays great defense.
It's Super Bowl week, and we've got a super atmosphere and matchup of our own coming at you next on CreaTV Sports.
CreaTV San Jose would like to thank the San Jose Flea Market on Berryessa Road for their generous sponsorship of our coverage of high school sports. It's because of our sponsors that CreaTV is able to cover high school sports throughout the city of San Jose.
It is impossible to describe the atmosphere here tonight on the campus of Bellarmine College Preparatory. The first place St. Francis Lancers 9-0 in league play, 17-2 overall, taking on the Bellarmine Bells, 5-4 in the West Catholic Athletic League, 13-5 overall. The Bells currently sit in a tie for third place with Archbishop Mitty. Welcome to CreaTV Sports coverage of West Catholic Athletic League High School Boys Basketball alongside Darren Arbet. I'm Kirsten Fairchild. So happy to have you with us tonight. The first meeting between these two teams, it was all St. Francis back on January 15th, 59-41. The final score. But Bellarmine is a much different team, especially playing at home. The starting lineups for the Lancers, senior laden with also a little bit of youth. Darius Thomas, the excellent football player, also the starting point guard tonight. Logan Johnson, what a pedigree. Noah Stapes, Giuseppe Benedetti, Peter Hewitt. Seniors for St. Francis looking for a big season in their final year of high school basketball. The sophomore point guard, Jake Wojcik, Angelo Athens, the returning first-team All-Leaguer, the junior, and then the seniors, Kieran Bradford, Noah Clark, and the three-sport athlete, Josh Bringell, the center. Some of the finest high school athletes in the Central Coast section. St. Francis is coached by Mike Motil in his 6th year. Bellarmine coached by Patrick Schneider in his 24th season. Darren, I don't know, pardon me, Coach Motil in his 8th year. The atmosphere here tonight, big time.
It really is. I mean, people are dressed in costumes. There's a cheering section standing up in front of us. It's tough to see. They've been hooping and hollering ever since we got here for the JV game. You couldn't find a parking space in the parking lot. You know, we get here a couple hours before.
Yeah.
Just a great atmosphere tonight here.
Bringell will jump setter for Bellarmine in their home white uniforms with dark blue and light blue piping. St. Francis breaking out the bright yellow jerseys with brown piping, brown numbers. They have changed up their roster tonight. So many new numbers. Peter Hewitt in the center. Hewitt easily controls the tip. The Lancers of Mountain View moving left to right in the second meeting between these two schools. Giuseppe Benedetti with the ball. Gets it over to Noah Stapes. Darius Thomas. Thomas kicking out A long shot, and there's an offensive board from the Lancers, and it just bounces the way, but Bellarmine comes away without sacrificing any points, defending that first possession.
Yeah, Bellarmine just came out man defense, and you saw the big guy Hewitt playing above the rim there, just couldn't get it to fall.
Bellarmine, it's Wojcik for three, kisses the rim and into the hands of Benedetti. Stapes. The Bell Blue Crew wants a walk. Thomas for three, back iron, and skying high for the rebound is the 6'1" junior guard, Angelo Athens.
Everybody's just getting warmed up, throwing the ball around, taking the long shots right now.
Bringell. Over to Athens. Athens, the shooting guard. Great season last year. Spin move. What a pass and what a finish by Kieran Bradford. The Bells strike first, 2-0. 6:30 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Bradford just went back door there. Great pass, great shot, easy shot actually for two.
Big miss by Thomas, and Bells come right back. St. Francis looking out of sorts a little bit early. Wojcik, the 6'2" sophomore guard. Bringell in trouble, throws it away.
That was from the pressure by Thomas there in Bringell's face. Didn't give him anywhere to throw the basketball, and you see he was trying to get it down low. Ended up throwing it out of bounds there.
St. Francis, what a season. Just 2 losses on the year. Logan Johnson with the ball, the 6'2" sophomore guard, gets it over to Stapes. Stapes, the 6'4" senior. Pass down low. And a whistle, the first of the ball game. Our referees tonight include Ryan Skates, David Canchola, and David Janikian. 3-person crew for this regular season West Catholic Athletic League game. St. Francis makes a substitution. In comes Austin Lee, the 6' junior guard, and St. Francis still with no points on the board, trailing 2-0.
The Bellarmine's playing good defense, making St. Francis get the ball way out on the perimeter there and making them take those long shots.
Noah Clark. Off to Wojcik. Wojcik. 15 on the shot clock. And the 3 goes down. Angelo Athens, with the 3 ball. It's a 5-0 Bellarmine lead. Yeah. Hewitt working well. The hook shot, however, missing badly. And Bradford there with the rebound, but the whistle is blown.
Yeah, he missed bad there. Hewitt rushed that shot. Just off balance there when he took the shot, but Athens drained that. Didn't hesitate, felt comfortable with it, and hit that shot for 3.
Stapes substitutes out as in comes number 20, Jacob Mahanovic, the 6' forward, a junior. Inside 5 minutes in the first quarter. Noah Clark, the 6'2" senior forward, off to Bringell. In the corner, Athens thinks better, but wide open look for Noah Clark. The big man puts it down, 8-0 Bellarmine.
Noah Clark didn't hesitate there. He was wide open, no one around him, no one even running out to him, and he hit the 3.
Again, another miss by St. Francis. The shooting percentage dismal. We're going to have a reaching in foul called on Mahanovic. Second team foul on the Lancers as Thomas and Stapes return. Bells Bringell has a seat as number 33, Mark Gaffey, the 6'1" senior, checks in for Bellarmine.
And you see Coach Motel is rotating a lot of people for St. Francis right now. That's what he does, good or bad. He's going to rotate a lot of players.
A lot of wholesale substitutions in the history of this program. Wojcik for the three. Bellarmine, 3 threes in the first 4 minutes. 11-0 lead. St. Francis gets stripped by Athens.
I told you in the open that kid could shoot, the youngster. Wojcik hitting for 3.
Great pass to Athens in the corner. Bellarmine with the rebound by Gaffey. Wojcik from downtown hits the front rim, and it's a hard-earned rebound by Mahanovic. Thomas pushing the pace for the Lancers. And the whistle blows. That'll be the second team foul on St. Francis.
Yeah, I like the defense, though, Bellarmine is playing. They're playing a man-to-man defense, and they're playing really tight, denying the basketball. And like I said earlier, making them take those long-range shots.
First personal on Athens. Darius Thomas at the line. Misses his first. Thomas, the 6'2" senior guard, a passionate defender according to his head coach. He'll be headed to Nebraska in the fall. He is a high jumper. He will be a Cornhusker on a track and field scholarship. Lancers have a point on the board, trailing by 10 with 3:25 remaining.
See them coming back and playing defense, not picking them up in the backcourt just yet. Coming back and setting up their defense.
Bellarmine with number 20 in. He's not on our roster. We'll try to get you that name. And St. Francis, and that's going to be a big foul on number 20, but credit number 25, Gabriel Asdich, the 6'4" senior guard, with making the play on the defensive side and then drawing the contact.
Yeah, Asdich, nice job by him getting up the court, hustling, playing hard. You saw right there, getting fouled.
Inside 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Thomas, wide open look for 3, still can't hit. And battling hard for the rebound is Gaffey. Wojcik pulls up his dribble. Great defense by the Lancers. Finally, Anthony Sasso, wearing number 24, broke free. Wojcik almost gets his pocket picked. Instead, that's going to be a foul on Mahanovic. No, they're going to call it on Thomas. Thomas first personal.
Yeah, I thought Thomas got that foul. I thought Thomas got that foul. He was a little aggressive. They felt they had to steal, and he was coming from the backside trying to get that basketball.
With a 10-point lead, Bellarmine calls a timeout. Timeout on the floor. The Bells leading 11-1 with 2:27 remaining in the first. We're so pleased to be here for this West Catholic Athletic League matchup. CreaTV Sports would not be able to bring you this game without the generous support of its sponsors. The Flea Market of San Jose on Berryessa Road, thank you so much for sponsoring this broadcast and supporting high school sports on CreaTV. A big thanks to the San Jose Flea Market on Berryessa Road. I'm Kirsten Fairchild alongside Darren Arbett. So glad to have you with us. A fun season thus far in 2016 as far as high school girls and boys basketball is concerned. Out of the timeout, Bellarmine with the ball in its half court offense.
Good timeout for St. Francis there. Trying to catch their breath and come out. They just started out a little slow here, but Bellarmine has come out on fire to take this 11-1 lead.
Walk called on Gaffey. St. Francis currently ranked number 8 in the state, number 26 in the nation, and the top-ranked team by our friends over at the San Jose Mercury News. Bellarmine currently ranked 5th by the Mercury. Noah Stapes breaks free and short, but Thomas there to finish. Thomas accounting for all of St. Francis points inside 2 minutes here in the first quarter.
Right under the basket there, the ball came off the rim. Thomas was right there, easy putback for 2.
through the hands, and Bellarmine, little sloppy play here, but the ball to Bringell. 15 on the shot clock. Bringell challenging the big man. St. Francis with the weak side board. Asdich. Thomas with a runner in the lane, misses, and Gaffey there to collect.
And Thomas was feeling that one, just took it to the hole, tried to hit the little runner, came up a little short.
And that's going to be called on Bellarmine. 14 foul on the Bells, as St. Francis looks to make a sub.
I think St. Francis right now is going to run a play. They've been trying to create their game, and now they're going to run their offense and work it around and try to hit that open shot.
Benedetti returns. He has the ball here, finds Asdich down low. Thomas tries to finish. Instead, he's going to head to the line and shoot two as the Bellarmine Bells commit the 15th foul. The previous foul was the first on Bringell. This the first on Bradford.
They set a screen away from the ball, came back around backside. He was wide open there. Just couldn't hit the layup.
Noah Stapes. We've got some, it's going to be against, okay, so there was a jersey change by Noah Stapes. I'm not sure if you heard or just had his shirt off, put it on, his jersey on, as our referee over explaining to him the Bellarmine Blue Crew, the Bell Blue Crew chanting, "Keep your shirt on." I tell you, we've got two of the best student sections, Darren, in the Central Coast section. I mean, certainly look at the school spirit here on both sides. So Thomas missing off the technical. Oh, okay. I thought that was against.
I'm confused also, so don't feel bad.
We'll see what happens after this. Obviously, the technical was called against Bellarmine. Thomas, one of two in the attempt. Again, 4 points on the board for St. Francis. All have come from Darius Thomas. And now it is Wojcik to shoot the technical. And the sophomore with the first free throw. Two of two effort from Wojcik.
I like his game. He's smooth, calm, under control at all times, and just a great competitor. 24 points in that last game. That's a lot of points there, Kirsten.
56 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Bells with the ball. It's Bradford. Colin Denzel. Runner, high off the glass, Thomas. In the air for the rebound. Thomas kisses the rim, but the follow is there. St. Francis. Benedetti with the bucket.
Benedetti, right place, right time. Ball comes right to him. Easy put off the board there for two.
Slight differential between game clock and shot clock. 12 seconds remaining on game clock. And that's another walk on the Bells, and St. Francis gets the ball back. Actually, there's no differential between shot and game. 4.2 remaining as Hewitt returns to the St. Francis lineup. 6 players, as Thomas was uncertain he was being subbed for, and St. Francis. It's a lot going on in this gym and in this game, Darren.
A lot going on. 6 guys on the court, guys taking the shirts off, and it's a lot of stuff.
And the shot attempt missing by Benedetti. A low-scoring quarter, 13-6. Bellarmine playing at home, facing the undefeated St. Francis Lancers. Bellarmine up by 7. Back with the second quarter in just a moment.
CreaTV San Jose would like to thank PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, for their generous sponsorship of our coverage of high school sports. It's because of our sponsors that CreaTV is able to cover high school sports throughout the city of San Jose.
St. Francis Lancers ranked number 8 in the state, just 2 losses on the year, both to Sacramento schools. The first to Sacramento High, the second to Folsom High, which has been good for years now. Darren, 2 losses only in this season, but St. Francis perhaps a little stunned here, down by 7 in the early going.
This West Catholic League is unbelievably tough. I mean, last year, anytime a team doesn't, they went 0-14. I'm talking about Valley Christian, and still got in the CCS playoffs and won a game. So it's a very tough league, and to be undefeated right now, it's unbelievable what they're doing.
Bellarmine with the first possession of the second quarter. 15 on the shot clock. And the big swat by Peter Hewitt, the 6'9" senior. As Darren mentioned in the open, heading to UC Davis in the fall. His coach calls him the rim protector. He was doing just that there. 10 on the shot clock for the Bells. Athens for 3. St. Francis off and running. Logan Johnson gets it knocked away by Athens, and it's going to stay St. Francis ball. Last touch, Bellarmine.
Yeah, guys were hustling down the floor there and got a hand on the ball. Bellarmine did, and went out of bounds there.
Bellarmine checks in, back in, number 24, Anthony Sasso, the 6'3" senior co-captain. Also on the floor, number 10, Ike Obogu, the 6'1" junior guard. 3-point attempt from St. Francis. Still haven't hit one tonight, as Sasso with the rebound.
Yeah, shots aren't dropping for St. Francis right now, but I'm sure Coach Motel's going to tell them, hey, let's just keep shooting and playing defense.
Bradford with the ball. Athens from the other corner. Benedetti with the rebound. Hewitt with his first points tonight, closing the gap. 5-point cushion for the Bells.
I like how the big guy maneuvered down up under the bucket there and laid it off the backboard for 2. Nice move by him.
Obogu. Kieran Bradford, one of 3 captains. 8 on the shot clock. Nice pass. 3-point attempt on the way from Sasso, hits the rim. But St. Francis has done a good job on the defensive boards here in the early going of the second. Benedetti for 3. Obogu with the rebound.
And St. Francis has been playing that good man switch defense.
Athens in the lane, showing why he's a returning first team all WCAL selection. He's really been the offensive juggernaut in the early going for the Bells. St. Francis throws it away. Lancers go for the trap. Sasso battling hard. Hewitt with the rebound. Great read by Noah Clark. The Bells fans love it. But the block, back and forth we go. No whistle. Stakes, fade away. Doesn't fall. Hewitt St. Francis, and it's a shooting foul that'll send the sophomore Logan Johnson to the line to shoot 2.
A lot of action there, but you saw the big fella Hewitt unselfishly tried to pass that ball there. Johnson got it, went up with it, and got fouled.
Clark's second personal 16 foul on the Bells as Logan Johnson at the line. Boy, what a pedigree he has as Bellarmine subs in 4. Darren Logan Johnson, his big brother Tyler Johnson, of course, so essential to St. Francis years ago and now really making a name for himself.
And the NBA, the Miami Heat. Brother was a phenomenal player, went on to play at Fresno State, had a great career there.
And just had a successful surgery. Looking forward to seeing him back. St. Francis closed the gap, still trailing by 5. Bells, number 12, Justin Malone, the 6'3" junior forward with the ball. Throws it away. St. Francis trying to get it to Johnson. Johnson with the lay-in, and the Lancers have made it a 1-possession game.
Well, they're playing good defense. Like I said, that man switch that they're playing, they're doing a good job with that, and you alluded to it after that. They're playing well up under the boards.
The Bells call a timeout, 4:30 remaining in the first half. Bellarmine still with the lead, 15-12. Big thanks to Pacific Gas and Electric Company for sponsoring this broadcast as well as previous basketball games this season. Thank you so much, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, for your support of high school athletics on CreaTV Sports. St. Francis Lancers last year 22-6 overall, 11-3, the West Catholic Athletic League champs. However, they lost to Sarah 40-38 in the Open Division Championship game. Jake Killingsworth was fouled behind the arc with 0.6 of a second left in that game. Made all 3 for Sarah to win 40-38. That's just called a victory you remember for Sarah and a heartbreaking defeat for St. Francis.
St. Francis in 2012, 2013, they were section champs, but then they had some great seasons back when Tyler Johnson was there. They were 30-3 one year. The next year they were 30-4. I mean, just strong basketball teams.
Bells with the ball out of the timeout. Bringell. Wojcik gets blocked and then commits the foul. That's the 7th foul on Bellarmine.
Johnson, Thomas can really jump. Like you said, he's a high jumper, and you could just see the springs in his legs. Went up and got that. He was going the other way with it, with that quickness.
First personal on Wojcik, and Darius Thomas at the line. Cleared 7 feet last year as a junior in high school. Misses the first. Looked like there was some confusion that it was 1-1, Darren. Inside 4 minutes in the first half. St. Francis showing patience. We haven't seen that, didn't see that much in the first quarter. More here, but 5 on the shot clock. Hewitt gets it over to Thomas. Thomas down to Hewitt. Loose ball taken away. Bringell gets it away to a teammate.
Bellarmine's not giving up that middle. They're making them keep that ball on the outside and want them to take those long-distance shots.
Loose ball on the other side of the floor, and it's going to be jump ball. That's St. Francis ball. Athens ready to check back in for Bellarmine. Bellarmine last year 17-11 overall, 7-7 in league play to tie for 4th place. Yet the CCS D1 champs. And Bellarmine's had so much success over the years, 13 CCS titles, including from 2012 to 2015. Nearing the 3-minute mark, the Lancers with the ball, trailing 15-12. From the corner, 3 still not falling for St. Francis.
Yeah, their shots just aren't going, and right now Bellarmine's playing good defense.
Someone missed the defensive assignment, and the sophomore makes St. Francis pay. 2:40 remaining. It's an 18-12 Bellarmine lead.
But that 3 is falling for Wojcik. He's out there all alone. He's drained it twice already.
Logan Johnson called on the travel. So St. Francis brings back out onto the floor Noah Stapes as well as Asdich.
Putting full court pressure now on him.
Bellarmine breaks it. Athens wide open. Thought about it. Thought a good long time about it. Bringell. Wojcik. Lancers, 2 minutes remaining in the first half. St. Francis looking to trim the deficit. Logan Johnson with the ball.
We have to move the ball around and screen and create some shots for each other.
Thomas, short range. He's been the one consistent Lancer as far as shooting thus far tonight.
Or you can just create the shot for yourself.
Great read by Stapes. Thomas. Benedetti. Still not falling that 3. But a chance for 3 points thanks to the hard-nosed play by number 25, Gabriel Asdich.
Asdich just dirty down low, tenacious, playing hard, boxing out, doing what he's supposed to do. Got the rebound. What do you tell him? You go back up strong, and that's what he did to get in one.
Bringell has a seat as Sasso checks in down low for Bellarmine. 1:22 remaining in the first half. 6'4" senior Asdich misses. Athens creating, delivering the left hand from the left side. The Bells back out in front by 4.
Great play by Athens, coast to coast, with that left hand laying it off the board for 2.
And Asdich really taking over here on the last 2 possessions. Once again works his way to the foul line. Now that is the 3rd personal on Lane Maxwell. Maxwell usually listed as number 15 on our roster, but he is wearing number 20 tonight. That's the 9th Bellarmine team foul. Asdich makes his first as Maxwell has a seat. Gaffey back in. 62 seconds remaining. Block that kick. The chant from the Blue Crew, and a 1 of 2 effort from Asdich. Throwing in traffic, it's another Bellarmine turnover. Thomas, good numbers for St. Francis. Stapes. Finally, the Lancers hit a 3, tying it up 20-20 with 35 seconds remaining in the first half.
I like that. Thomas getting that ball, getting it over to Stakes, and Stakes has tried it all night, finally hitting that 3.
Bellarmine's been turning the ball over while trying to force it inside. Athens roaming down low in the corner. Stapes on him in a hurry. 10 on the shot clock, 14 on the game shot. Athens short and into the hands of Benedetti. Shot clock turned off, 7 seconds remaining for St. Francis. Lancers perhaps uncertain, so much time. What a spin move by Stapes. Can you believe it? Noah Stapes seemed to lose awareness of the clock situation, got it back when it counted, and that is a huge momentum boost for the Lancers heading into the locker room with its first lead of the night.
They came out, they were down 11-0, then they just kept putting the pressure on. They kept their composure. Motel, there's a reason why they're ranked so high. There's a reason why they're undisputed in league, and just kept putting the pressure on it. Their shots weren't falling. They were playing down low, playing dirty. Come back at the end of the half, right before the end of the half, hit the three right there as you see it to take a 3-point lead to go in at halftime. Unbelievable first half.
St. Francis started slow, seemed out of sorts, but have taken the lead in this one. 23-20, leading the Bells on their home floor. Back with the CreaTV Sports halftime show in just a few minutes.
CreaTV San Jose would like to thank the San Jose Flea Market on Berryessa Road for their generous sponsorship of our coverage of high school sports. It's because of our sponsors that CreaTV is able to cover high school sports throughout the city of San Jose.
Bellarmine, it's the Bellarmine Bells against the St. Francis Teletubbies. No, the Lancers, the Bells. What a great start by Bellarmine. One of the reasons why Angelo Athens, 4 threes for Bellarmine as a team in the first half.
Yeah, Bellarmine came out on fire, and St. Francis, they just weren't hitting their shots, but they continued to play defense. They continued to play hard, and they stayed positive. And you see right here, down dirty, look at them, under the boards, making things happen. Even though your shot's not hitting on the outside, you still can be down low, but you see Stapes right there hitting that, then turn around into the half right there, hitting the three, long distance three, and you see the crowd right there dressed up in costumes, going crazy for the Lancers.
2 threes by Stapes in the first half. That's a team high, along with Thomas. Both with 6. Wojcik leading Bellarmine with 8 points. Athens had 7. Bellarmine just 2 free throw attempts in the first half, and it was Wojcik. He made both. St. Francis, conversely, 5 of 10 from the line, just 2 threes, those coming from Stapes. Darren, it really a tale of 2 quarters.
It really is. Both teams are playing great defense, I think. Bellarmine came out. They've been clogging up that middle. They've just shut down Hewitt, trying to get the ball down low to him. They're getting a hand in his face. They're denying him the basketball. So they're doing a tremendous job there on the big guy, the 6'10" center for the Lancers. But on the other side, when you talk about the Lancers, what they're doing, that man switch defense. Great job with that. They're getting their hands in the passing lanes. How many times, Kirsten, have they got their hands on a ball and stole it and went the other way with it? And then you got to talk about Thomas with his quickness, his ability to jump, and he's skying up there. He's playing a great game right now for this Lancers basketball team, but their shots need to fall this second half, and Bellarmine, just keep doing what you were doing. I mean, they're in this basketball game, they're hitting threes, they're playing tough defense, get a few more rebounds, hit a few more shots, and let's see what happens.
Palo Alto leading Los Altos at the half, 34-14, and Prospect, what a season they've been having, leading Santa Teresa 23-11. After 1, second half underway, the Bellarmine Bells playing at home, now trailing 23-20 with the ball. We've got a whistle away from the ball, I believe. Nope, they're going to call it on Benedetti. Nope, they're going to call it on Thomas. Or as you can probably tell, viewers, from our camera angle, that the Bell Blue crew, which stands on its feet the entire time, partially deflecting our camera angle and blocking our viewpoint as well, but we sure don't mind because they're so gosh darn fun. That foul on Thomas, first team foul, and it's a 3 attempt way off the mark. Thomas there to collect.
Came down, played defense. I'm sure Coach Motel told him, hey, let's come out, get that first stop, and let's go from there. And they did it.
Another whistle away from the ball, and I think that's going to be on Clark. Only one player with 3 in the first half. That was Lane Maxwell. Now teammate Noah Clark with his third personal first Bellarmine team foul. Hewitt working on Clark. Missing Thomas, comes crashing in, but the ball bounces the way of Wojcik. Wojcik, the son of the San Jose State men's basketball coach, Dave Wojcik, was on the team as a freshman last year, shining as a sophomore this year.
And shining he is, doing a great job spreading the ball around and hitting those jumpers.
He has the ball now. Johnson, the other sophomore. What a pass to Thomas. He goes, misses, however, and Bellarmine brings it right back.
He was running so fast, he got past the rim and tried to come back and shoot that ball.
So whistles come often and early here in the first half. That's the first personal on Hewitt, second St. Francis team foul. Gaffey returns to the lineup for Bellarmine as Clark has a seat. Asdich back in as well. He certainly earned more minutes after his performance in the first half, and he's got the weak side board here for the Lancers, but gets picked from behind by Athens.
And that's what I was talking about, the defense, and you see no one scored yet. And both teams have had the ball several times up and down the court playing good defense.
Bringell over to Wojcik. Athens. Hewitt, loose ball. Asdich collects. 6 minutes remaining in the third. Score stalled, 23-20. Lancers with the lead in the ball. Hewitt. And into the hands of Bradford. Not quite sure what that was about, Coach.
Yeah, that was just a Stapes right there, just a long shot. I don't understand that one.
Crowd picking up its chant. 15 on the shot clock, 5:30 in the third. And what a move. Angelo Athens with a little bit of razzle-dazzle.
Athens has been great this whole game, shooting those threes early on in the first half, and then right there.
St. Francis comes back with its own highlight reel play. The seniors, Stapes and Hewitt, playing catch and having fun.
Yes, just he saw him come and put it up there, and you saw Hewitt at 6'10" going up and slamming that one home.
Foul called on St. Francis inside 5 minutes. St. Francis with a 25-22 lead.
Big guy going up there and slam it at home.
Pardon me, foul called on Bellarmine. That was the second on Bringell. Benedetti. Asdich, wide open look. He drains it right in front of the bench and the Teletubbies, the Kool-Aid, the Santa Claus. I could go on and on, but St. Francis is back in its first place form.
Nice, sweet move on the weak side, getting the ball over to him beyond that 3 line, and he drains it.
Bellarmine needs something. Hewitt with the weak side board. Asdich and Bringell showing some frustration as he picks up a couple here in the third. That's his personal third team foul, and Asdich at the line.
And you see the Lancers warming up. See Asdich going to the hole there, going strong, going with confidence and getting fouled.
St. Francis, 3 CCS titles. 3 WCAL titles in the last 7 seasons. Bringell has a seat, so does Wojcik. Time out on the floor. 4:12 remaining in the third. St. Francis continuing to secure the momentum, up 29-22. A big thanks to the San Jose Flea Market located on Berryessa Road. Thank you so much for your support of this broadcast. CreaTV Sports would not be able to bring you high school sports without the generosity of its sponsors and donors, and we certainly appreciate the contribution by the San Jose Flea Market on Berryessa Road. Patrick Schneider at the helm for the Bells. 24th year. He actually teaches here at Bellarmine. He teaches scripture and theology of marriage. He was a point guard at SI and attended LMU, and he has certainly been a constant for this Bellarmine basketball program.
He really has. He's been solid as solid can be. Like you said, winning several section championships, and every year, last year he won 18 games, 2012, 13, 21, 2012, 11, 18, 16, 25 he won one year, 21. Just winning a lot of basketball games and putting out a lot of good basketball players.
Asdich makes it a 30-22 ball game, 4:12 left to go in the third. Bradford with the ball.
Been outscored 7-2 to come out this second half.
Stapes with the steal and the slam. And the scream to his rooting section. Noah Stapes has taken over this ball game.
He really has. He's a good player. He has range. He has quickness. He can play defense.
The Bells led by 10 earlier. St. Francis now by 10. And it's going to be a blocking foul on St. Francis.
Coach Motel is trying to say that he was moving his feet to cut him off, and the officials is trying to say he cut him off with his hip. But if you move your feet, as you see right there, he's moving his feet to cut him off. That's what Coach Motel was trying to say.
First foul on Benedetti, third team foul on St. Francis, 3:31 remaining. Bells trailing 32-22. St. Francis done a much better job on Athens in the second half. Limited opportunities to even catch the ball. Wojcik, long distance three. Back iron. Run down by Athens.
Wojcik, he has range. He has no fear of shooting that basketball.
Bradford, inside 3 minutes. 15 on the shot clock. Athens. Money maker Angelo Athens.
He's done it several ways from this team. 3 times hitting that three-point shot, going to the hole, and playing good defense right now.
Stapes feeling it. Called on a walk. As St. Francis checks back in, Mahanovic. As well as Logan Johnson-Thomas. 7-point game. Wide open look for Wojcik, top of the arc. It's raining threes in Pine Valley Memorial Gymnasium.
Wojcik, he's amazing. Only a sophomore. He has range. Like I said, he's not afraid to shoot the basketball, and you saw right there.
Thomas gives it away, but St. Francis there to take it right back. Fourth Bellarmine team foul. Maxwell returns, 3 fouls as Bradford heads to the bench. Hewitt back out on the floor for St. Francis after a short rest. That was the second personal on Bradford. Hewitt. Athens with the weak side guard. Hewitt's had some big misses tonight, Darren.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to hit that one off the backboard and just overcompensated.
He's doing a great job on defense, however.
That's a big plus when you have a 6'9", 6'10" center in the middle there. You're not going to drive to the hole too much.
Wojcik with the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock, 90 seconds on game clock. Thomas picks his pocket. Gaffey giving chase, but Thomas finding that form he had in the first half.
Nice pick by him, being Thomas, and taking it all the way and making that layup.
And the whistle blew before Clark got the shot off. That's going to be a foul on St. Francis. 1:09 left to go in the third. Second on Peter Hewitt. Both teams with 4 team fouls. Gaffey to inbound. Gets Asdich to jump. Clark. Wojcik, that's from downtown. Hewitt with the rebound.
Big guy going up high to get that basketball.
Asdich off the assist by Thomas.
I like that. Ball to Thomas, ball to Asdic, off the backboard, off the board too.
Thomas, wide receiver for St. Francis. All WCL second team selection in football. 12 on the shot clock, 23 on game clock in the third. Wojcik. Athens. 5 on the shot clock. Athens. He lost it, regained it, lost it, regained it, laid it in. 8 seconds remaining in the third. 6-point lead for St. Francis.
He's playing a well of a game right now, keeping his team in this basketball game.
Stapes. If he would have hit that, he did not. 1 quarter left in regulation. St. Francis 36, Bellarmine 30. The top-ranked team in the Mercury News, leading the number 5 team. Don't you dare go away. More on CreaTV Sports in just a moment.
CreaTV San Jose would like to thank PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, for their generous sponsorship of our coverage of high school sports. It's because of our sponsors that CreaTV is able to cover high school sports throughout the city of San Jose.
Six-point differential between the undefeated first-place WCAL team, St. Francis Lancers, and the Bellarmine Bells, tied for third with Mitty, a team they beat in OT earlier in the week. And it always just sounds so good. The Bellarmine band adding contributing to such a great atmosphere. It's a Friday night in February. Where else would you be if you're a high school student at either of these schools instead of here?
It's a great atmosphere. The band's playing, and everybody's just having a great time, and we're seeing a great basketball game also.
Logan Johnson with the ball. St. Francis first possession of the fourth quarter. Stapes over to Hewitt. Thomas Thomas fade away. He's feeling it tonight. Lead now 8 for St. Francis.
Really is. He just took it off the dribble there, pulled it up, and hit the jumper.
Some great matchups. This man defense, Thomas, trying to tie up Clark. I'm going to say that foul. I'm going to call it on Thomas. 5th St. Francis team foul. His 3rd personal, and Darius Thomas, part of the St. Francis football team. Great opportunity, perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the Lancers football team earlier today. We'll talk more about that when we are able. Clark. Ball didn't get to him. St. Francis off and running. Logan Johnson as Wojcik gets all ball. Sophomore versus sophomore. The future looking bright for both these players.
Yeah, Johnson took that one coast to coast and went up with it and got the ball knocked out.
Stapes steps back but thinks better of it. Here's Benedetti. Johnson spin move. That's a big time finish by the big man, Peter Hewitt.
That's what a big man is supposed to do right there. Clean everything up off that glass, and you saw right there, he caught it off the glass and threw it back down.
Advantage now 10, once again for St. Francis. Does Bellarmine have an answer? If anyone does, it's Athens. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Remember, Bellarmine with just 2 free throw attempts in the first half. Wojcik made both. His first personal on Johnson. 6th St. Francis team foul.
These guys are really playing hard, and this Lancer team, they're really putting on a show. And I'll tell you what, Bellarmine came in here with all intentions to get this basketball game tonight. It's not over yet. And they're playing hard, and it's going to be a great 4th quarter.
Athens missing his first. 1-2 effort. (40-31). Lancers with the ball in the lead. Asdich. Benedetti fires over to Stapes. That pass low for Hewitt, and he loses it. Bellarmine, and then St. Francis fouls. That's the 7th. It'll be 1-1 for the Bells.
Yeah, Hewitt thought he was going to give him an alley-oop there, so he was up in the air, and like you said, the pass was really low, and he couldn't take care of it. But you see Bellarmine getting the ball, heading back the other way, getting fouled there. Athens, who's just been Johnny on the spot everywhere.
Athens, the only Bell to be named to the first team last year. St. Francis had 2, Noah Stapes and Curtis Witt. Curtis Witt not playing tonight on the bench for St. Francis. And again, 1 and done for St. Francis. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Perhaps a pass. Bellarmine ball.
He was trying to get the alley-oop again to the big fella. He was just down too deep, almost under the basket.
Wojcik. Great move by Athens. Here's Clark. Bellarmine, will they reset? 5:30 left to go in the game. And Bellarmine is at least drawing the foul from St. Francis. You know, for all their steals, Darren, the score still stands 40-31, able to convert to points. Stapes picks up his 2nd personal, and he'll have a seat on the bench. 8th team foul. Mahanovic in, and he's got the rebound.
Nice box out there. That's just the way you're supposed to do it. Box it out and get that rebound.
Lancers call a timeout, up 40-31, 5:23 remaining in the game. Timeout allows us the opportunity to thank Pacific Gas and Electric Company. Thank you so much, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, for your support of high school sports on CreaTV Sports. Would not be able to bring you this broadcast without the generous support of Pacific Gas and Electric Company. Sunday is the Super Bowl. Today, the St. Francis Lancers football team had the opportunity to go to Levi Stadiums and simulate both the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. There are the players from St. Francis who are on this basketball team, including Adam Poltrek, the 6'6" senior forward, as well as Darius Thomas. Thomas elected to go to school today, did not participate, but Poltrek had the opportunity to take advantage of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I had a chance to speak with Michael Pulowski, the athletic director, before this game, and he just said it was so incredible. They simulated that game, Darren, for the cameras, for the CBS cameras, and I'm sure just thrilled that they were the high school team selected to do so.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I mean, that's a chance of a lifetime to go out and to be able to experience something like that. They're going to see that same feel on Sunday with the whole country watching, and they'll never forget that.
Poltrek, a first-team all-league selection in football at tight end and defensive lineman. Out of the timeout, St. Francis ball, 10 on the shot clock. 5:05 on the game clock. And I believe that will be against the Bells.
It's rough up under those boards right there. Johnson trying to go to the hole is looking at the officials like he got fouled, but other guys under there are just playing hard and boxing out and trying to make it happen.
That's the fourth on Clark. He stays out on the floor. Hewitt misses a gimme, but will head to the line to shoot two. Previously that was the 15 foul, so make it 16 fouls in Bellarmine. The first on Gaffey.
Just the angles been tough for the Lancers tonight.
Peter Hewitt, a second-team All-WCL selection last year, along with Benedetti. Out goes Bradford. Athens returns. And again, Clark stays on with 4. 4:59 remaining in the fourth. A chance for a 12-point lead. No.
Still playing that man-to-man defense.
Athens runs into a wall, takes the ball back out. Here's Clark. And Hewitt picks up the foul. 19th foul on St. Francis.
You saw Athens go to the hole. He saw Big Hewitt there, and then he kicked it back out. And then Clark tried to go up and got fouled by Hewitt, the big fella.
Benedetti returns for St. Francis. Hewitt to have a seat. Nine-point game, 4:40 remaining. Azdich brings it out. The sophomore Johnson.
Like they're going to run a play and use the clock, bringing the ball out.
Stapes, he's one slippery customer. Johnson, too hard.
Yeah, Johnson tried to go to the hole on that as that clock was running down, but what they're trying to do is just take some time off that clock and run their offense, bring out the Bellarmine defense to them.
Bellarmine trailing by 9 midway through the fourth. Hook shot missing from Clark. And then that's a foul on Athens. 7th team foul as St. Francis heads to the line. Bellarmine, Darren, really, according to head coach Patrick Schneider, got destroyed by St. Francis in this first meeting. That the flu bug injuries really plagued this Bellarmine squad. In fact, 8 days ago, only 7 players were available and healthy enough to practice for Bellarmine. But they came through that next game beating Sacred Heart Cathedral, and then the big OT win after they got Wojcik back from the flu. Again, 24 points, trailed in regulation, trailed in OT, but a big win for Bellarmine and a great start here tonight. But now they're down by 10, possibly 11.
You never can count out Coach Snyder. He's one of the best in the business, and anytime you have him, and what did you say, 7 healthy guys, he can put something together and keep you in a basketball game.
Can't even scrimmage with those numbers. 3:35 remaining in the fourth. 10-point deficit for the Bells playing at home with the ball. Clark driving the lane, and they call a walk on Clark. St. Francis ball.
Yeah, Clark just took too many steps there, was trying to make his way to the glass as he did and got the ball in, but too many steps there.
St. Francis D has ruled the key tonight.
They really have. I like their defense. And don't take anything away from Bellarmine. Bellarmine has played very well tonight in my mind. Just didn't hit a few shots, a couple things didn't go their way, and then anytime you have Big Hewitt in the middle, they were able to drive to the hole, but with the big fella there, it's tough to hit those layups.
Bradford returns. Gaffey has a seat. Starting 5 out on the floor for Bellarmine. Johnson to Asdich. Short. Wojcik collects. Wojcik is averaging 15 points per game and hits at least 2.5 threes per game. I believe that's the case tonight. Loose ball picked up. That's some great tenacious D and converted into points by Angelo Athens.
He just couldn't make that happen right there. You saw Mahalovic.
It's a pretty play by St. Francis as Mahanovic with the bucket as the lead back out to 10 for St. Francis. 2:49 remaining in the ball game as St. Francis 44, Bellarmine 34. And a big thanks to the folks here at Bellarmine as well as the administration and athletic departments for both schools. Bellarmine always making us feel so welcome when we bring the cameras and the crew. Thank you so much, Bellarmine. And also a big thanks to the San Jose Flea Market on Berryessa Road. We certainly appreciate your support on CreaTV Sports. It's our pleasure and privilege to bring high school athletics to our airwaves. We would not be able to do so without the support of our generous sponsors. Alongside Darren Arbett, I'm Kirsten Fairchild. So glad to have you with us for the West Catholic Athletic League showdown between these two storied programs. Bellarmine with the ball out of the timeout, trailing by 10, 2:45 remaining in regulation.
They're going to have to start making something happen quick here with a couple minutes left, and they're down 10.
And with Hewitt on the bench. Wojcik challenging Stapes. Bringell. We've got the highlight reel chock full tonight.
Yeah, Bringell under the basket there, gets the ball, throws it back off the glass for 2.
We're going to call that on Stapes. 10th St. Francis team foul, offensive foul, so Bellarmine to inbound. Bringell, second team all-league in football, the tight end and linebacker. Also one of the best volleyball players in the section. Not too shabby at basketball either as we near the 2-minute mark. Bellarmine with a chance to cut into this deficit after the Stapes foul. That's his 4th. And the floater missing by Maxwell. Benedetti with the rebound.
Yeah, going in and coming out, and nice runner there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Stapes with the feed. The steal by Bradford. Bradford. Sense of urgency, 90 seconds remaining. Bellarmine down by 8. Wojcik wants to shoot 3 free throws, and Stapes has fouled out of this game. Noah Stapes, who made such an impact near the end of the first half, including the waning seconds in the first half, has fouled out of this ball game with 1:26 remaining, and the sophomore Jake Wojcik at the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, he got him in the air, and then he was leaning into him. And anytime you have contact like that, they're going to call a foul. Should have just stayed on the ground, kept his feet on the ground, and just put his arms up there.
Showed some hoops IQ from Wojcik to draw that foul. Thomas replacing Stapes. Thomas has sat quite a bit here in the second half. He's back out on the floor as Wojcik misses his first. And going back, just want to clear up for our viewers in the first half. St. Francis was called on the technical because Stapes was wearing a long sleeve shirt underneath his jersey and took everything off to take that long sleeve shirt off. He was given the technical. The reason St. Francis was shooting free throws by the player by itself because they knew, because he had been fouled, and they knew Bellarmine was going to be shooting. So 2 of 3 effort, and it's a 6-point game. St. Francis with the ball in a 6-point lead.
Moving the ball around and playing defense. Probably ought to put a little more pressure on them.
St. Francis using clock. Minute on game clock, 10 on shot. Johnson now with a sense of urgency. Looking for an open shot. Asdich fires. Acrobatic, athletic. Mihanovic off the bench with a clutch field goal.
It really was a clutch field goal, moving the ball around, making things happen.
3 attempt. Athens. What presence of mind to let the defender go by, and whistle blows. Timeout on the floor, 37 seconds remaining. St. Francis ball in a 6-point lead. Big thanks to Pacific Gas and Electric Company. Thank you so much for your support of CreaTV Sports over the years, and especially for this game. Thank you so much. Pacific Gas and Electric Company, one of the sponsors of tonight's broadcast.
What a game. What a game. Just looking at everything, and both coaches. And here's the thing, Kirsten, you have Motel and Snyder, 2 of the best coaches in this situation right here. With this time left, 6-point lead, that's nothing. When you have 2 coaches like these guys here that can make things happen, understand the X's and O's, and time management.
Funny you should mention that. Earlier in the week with 54 seconds remaining, Bellarmine was down 7 to Midi, forced OT, then they were down 5 in OT with a minute to go. It's been a challenging week for the Bells. They were able to secure the victory on Tuesday. What will they do here? Trailing by 6 to St. Francis with the ball. Mihanovic over to Thomas. Thomas holds up. Bellarmine needs to foul, and they finally get a hold of Thomas. He'll head to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
And that was no easy task right there, breaking that press. You saw, got the ball out on the corner. You get it to the middle, pass it back over half court, then you get it down low and bring it out to burn off time off the clock.
Second personal on Wojcik, 8th team foul on Bellarmine. 28.5 seconds remaining, 1 and 1. The three-sport athlete, football, basketball, track and field, ice water in the veins of Darius Thomas.
Oh, he drained that one and just kept that form there.
Misses his second, and hot potato. Thomas comes down with it. It goes everyone's way, but there was a whistle on the floor. That may be on Noah Clark, and we might be saying goodnight to Noah Clark. 9th Bellarmine team foul.
Thomas is so quick, and he gets off the ground so fast. He's up there challenging you for the ball. Think about it. He shot that, and he was already down the lower part of the key there, tussling for that basketball.
Noah Clark fouls out of the game with 26 seconds remaining, replaced by Gaffey out on the floor. Timeout, St. Francis. Mike Motil hails from the Ohio area. Went to in Columbus to St. Francis de Sales High School. He was a point guard, and then the Ohio State University. He's the assistant dean of students at St. Francis, as well as a math teacher. And we've talked a lot about Peter Hewitt tonight. Again, you mentioned attending UC Davis on a full ride. Boy, the Lancers just continue to graduate players who excel at the D1 level. Darren, it'll be fun to keep our eye on Peter Hewitt. Noah Stapes will be going to Point Loma, and as we mentioned previously, Thomas will be heading to Nebraska to compete in track and field.
Yes, a lot of tremendous athletes out on this basketball court right now. Wojcik, he's young, but he has all the skills it takes to play at that next level, and I know I'm saying that he's only a sophomore, but his shot's incredible. His basketball IQ is off the chart because of you-know-who, his father over at San Jose State, the basketball coach over there. So the IQ and the shot, is along with the hustle, he should be okay.
St. Francis 26 seconds away from improving to 10-0 on the season. A rare miss that didn't bounce around the rim for Thomas tonight. Bellarmine, Wojcik misses. Johnson with the rebound, fouled immediately by Maxwell. And that might be his fifth. 16.2 seconds remaining.
Johnson was trying to get that ball down court. Had a Lancer wide open, and he got fouled. You can hear it all the way up here.
Fourth foul, fourth personal on Maxwell, 9th. Well, they just haven't changed it. So St. Francis missing some free throws here, and Bellarmine with 10 seconds left, and St. Francis to hold. The Lancers scored just 6 points in the first quarter, playing without Curtis Witt, the returning first team all-selection. Wasn't easy. The Lancers improved to 10-0 with a 47-40 victory. Darren?
Great basketball game. I think this was the kind of game that the Lancers needed. If you talk to Coach Motel, he would say, hey, they started off, they were down by 11-0. And he saw the character of this basketball team stick together, stay patient, just played their game. Their shots still didn't fall. But what did they do? They continued to play good defense, continued to shoot the ball even though it wasn't falling, and taking the ball to the hole. Dug their way out of that hole, went in at halftime, up 3. Then they come out, step on the gas pedal, do what they had to do, or what they've been doing all year long, coming out the second half, taking control of basketball games. They did it here and won another one.
Bellarmine College Preparatory moves to 13-6 overall, 5-5 even in league. St. Francis 18-2 overall, 10-0 in league. So many highlight-worthy plays to select from. See what we've got. Stay with us. Our CreaTV Sports post-game show is next.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you.
getting that college education. What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That would be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Three-point lead for St. Francis heading into the third. Angelo Athens making the Bells offense go.
But you saw the big fella right there, Hewitt, slamming it home once again, then again right there. And Staples, you're going to see the slam right there, just jigging it down. The band playing for Bellarmine, making things happen, trying to energize their team. You see the big fella again, Hewitt, catching that ball right there, making it happen.
Yeah, and then Bellarmine, Athens leading all scorers with 19, including that bucket there.
And the man Wojcik right there, getting it up there, and Bringale getting it off the glass for 2.
Very athletic play. St. Francis, a little too much. Asdich, who had 10, gets the assist here and Mihanovic with the finish. And then I don't know what this would look like for someone who just was channel surfing and came across that scene, but great team spirit, great school spirit from both squads. It certainly was fun. Darren, your final thoughts?
Very interesting game. I thought this was exactly what the Lancers needed, and I think it showed the Bells, it gave them confidence to come out with an 11-0 lead, 11-0 lead, play as well as they did. They came up short. Now on the other side, St. Francis, they had to dig. Their shots weren't falling. They had to play defense. They had to take it to the hole, and then their shots finally started to fall, rotating deep into that bench as Coach Motel does, and got the win to make it happen.
We mentioned Athens with 19. Wojcik had 13 for Bellarmine. Thomas led St. Francis with 11. Asdich had 10. And Stapes with 8. A real team effort for the St. Francis Lancers, picking up win number 10 in the West Catholic Athletic League, 47-40. A big thanks to our sponsors tonight, including the flea market on Berryessa Road in San Jose. Thank you so much, the San Jose Flea Market, for your support of this broadcast, as well as Pacific Gas and Electric Company. Thank you, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, for your support of high school sports on CreaTV Sports. On behalf of my partner tonight, Darren Orvette, how fun was this?
Oh, it was a great game. I loved every minute of it.
Absolutely, and the hard-working crew of CreaTV, a big thanks to them as well. I'm Kirsten Fairchild. So long from San Jose. Bellarmine made it a game from the opening tap to the final St. Francis bucket, but the Lancers win 10 in a row, undefeated in league play. Good night, everyone. So long from San Jose.